Hello everyone and welcome back. As we are approaching summers, fridge deep cleaning has been on my mind since quite some days. So before the weekly refill, I decided to step up and deep clean my fridge. And since kids were sleeping, I thought afternoon was the best time to begin the process. First step was obviously to take everything out and empty the fridge. No matter how well we do our weekly cleanups, deep cleanings do help in keeping the state of the fridge clean and hygienic. I feel that these season changes are a reminder from nature to do things more efficiently considering the future requirements. Fridge cleaning is one such requirement. Usually I just wipe the surfaces during weekly cleaning, but this time I'll take an extra effort to empty the fridge completely and then clean every nook and corner to disinfect it thoroughly. And for this, I usually go by using the DIY cleaner because it seriously gives amazing results. Baking soda and vinegar solution is a really effective cleaner, especially if you don't want to use harsh chemicals. I have found this mixture very useful in removing all that grime and giving a great shine to the surface. And to add more, soda vinegar mix is also good for disinfecting the surfaces, especially places like fridge. But that's not all. It also has that great deodorizing properties that helps to keep the foul smell at bay. I will only be focusing on the fridge section today, since our freezer is absolutely empty and also I needed to finish the task before the kids wakes up. A lot of my friends here ask me, how do I manage things at home with kids? And a simple answer to it is that I try. I also struggle with many problems, but I learn my lessons and then try to find solutions to what work best with me. In reality, I feel there is no exact answer. Mothers have this superpower of adapting to kids' routines and then managing their time accordingly. Tell me if I'm right or not. Few stubborn stains needed a good scrubbing, and I like to scrub them with a simple dishwash solution. A toothbrush always comes handy to reach out to those deep nook and corners. Once the fridge is sparkling clean, I will wash the slabs and compartments with the remaining dishwashing liquid and dry them properly. Coming back to our previous topic, although there is no single way to manage things as a homemaker, but one of the best tricks I started using to match with my timelines was by setting alarms. Now, I don't need that physical alarm anymore since my brain is very well tuned with the timing of my kids. But initially, this trick did help me to do my task within a short time limit. Like, I can go on scrubbing these fridge compartments for another 15 minutes. But due to time restriction, I'll know my limits and my speed will be tuned accordingly. To speed up the drying process, I will wipe these slabs and compartments with a dry cloth and put them back into the fridge one by one. Now that the major job is done, here are a few tips to manage your fridge effectively for the coming days. So first thing first, I'll start by segregating things. I'll decide on what needs to be consumed immediately and what goes back in instead of putting everything back again. Next, I'll shift the leftover and later to use food items in a smaller see-through container to give the fridge some clean and breathing space. Ruthvi loved these laddus and this was a treat from her aunt on her last visit. Keeping smaller items in glass jars helps to use the door space and keeps the fridge slabs absolutely free. Next, I'll check if there is any stale food that was missed before putting everything back in. Vegetable compartments gets the most messy and is also not very convenient to clean every single time, so lining it with a paper will be a good idea. Also, paper bags not only helps in absorbing excess moisture but also acts as great segregators for keeping vegetables at right place. I always keep the most perishable items like dairy on top for easy visibility and quick access. I make sure that I place items back in the fridge as per the frequency of usage. Like most used items will be kept under easy reach. It is always a good idea to choose smart fridge storage containers. Like glass jars are an easy way to use fridge space efficiently. I have a full fridge organization video on the channel that I'll link in the description below. Give buffer of 2 days for weekly inspection before refilling the fridge with new grocery. This way, the leftovers get consumed and fridge also get its deserving cleaning and breathing time. I usually choose Thursdays as the stock refills happen on Saturdays. I always make a separate basket or container for first use food items. Also, I prefer to use a covered container for leftover veggies to avoid any bad or stale smell in the fridge. I'll also use remaining items for meal prep as a base for next day's meal for quick consumption. Like here, I'll blanch the spinach and store in the fridge to use tomorrow. This not only helps in meal planning but also reduces space in the fridge. Lastly, with the items that needs to be consumed, I will quickly decide on what to cook to be able to consume all the leftovers in the best possible way. It was almost dinner time and I will start by putting some veggies to boil which Dharya will eat for dinner. I'll then chop all the remaining leftover veggies to make the mixed veg sabzi as it is an absolute no-brainer for me. Leftover vegetables were sorted and for leftover fruits, I decided to make fruit custard to serve as a sweet dish after the meal. And since it needs to be served cold, I will start preparing it first to let it cool inside the fridge till it's time to eat the dessert. Custard is usually my favorite sweet dish. mainly because it is easy to make and it adds some goodness of fruits in the sweet delight. Now while the custard is boiling, I will start making the easy mixed veg sabzi. For a healthier version, I would prefer the coconut sugar, but since I ran out of it, I added the same refined sugar to the custard mix. There are just so many ways to make mixed veg sabzi. But since I was done with the task of the day, I decided to keep the meal simple yet filled with variety. And I love how cooking helps in experimenting with different tastes and presenting different meal options on the table with almost the same ingredients. By the way, do share your leftover creativities in the comment and help everyone in this community with some creative dishes to serve to their family. Leftover fruits and vegetables are well taken care of. But what now was the turn for the leftover pre-cooked food that needed urgent consumption. My best escape for the leftover cooked food is to knead everything in a single dough and make parathas. This way, I'm reducing the portion of wheat into the chapatis and fill them with some great nutrients. Here is a pro tip. Do not throw the stem of broccoli or cauliflower. Rather, grate them and add into the flour to bring more nutrition into the chapati. Sprouts are a staple in my house, but since my veggie for dinner is done, I wanted to use sprouts in another way today. So I will cook them in a kadhai for few minutes with very minimum seasoning. And while they are cooking, I'll use the half-cut leftover beetroot to make the beetroot raita. Into the sprout goes the leftover rice for the delicious and healthy sprouts pulao. The raita was basically to add some vibrant color on the plate, and I agree, it really justifies that effort well. Everything else is done. So now I'll prepare the parathas and serve the dinner on the table. With these parathas, I just feel proud to be able to reduce the food waste and serve some healthy meal on the table. A lot was achieved today and I was super proud. Serving a healthy and fulfilling meal on the table always gives me that great satisfaction. With some small creativity and will, leftovers can take good shape and make the mealtime very enjoyable. Tummy was happy and so was our palate. Everyone enjoyed the meal till it lasted. But there was more in the store with the chilling custard. Leftover fruit go into the custard right before serving as the fruits leave water after some time. I topped the custard with nuts and berries mix and ended the day on a sweet note. A special thanks to you all if you are still with me in this video. With the camera going shut in the middle of this shooting, I was in second thoughts about releasing this one. But as they say, the show must go on, and here you have it. Do like and subscribe if you think it is worth it. and your thoughts and comments will only help me improve for better. Connect with me on Instagram for some daily updates, and I'll see you in my next one, hopefully with an operational camera. Until next time, stay tuned.